Hello, this is Mark. I work at one of the Apple retail store. I have received more than 100 letters via my mails and comments on YouTubes and everything about the flash players on the iPad 2. The thing is, it's not possible. It's not possible because the iPad 2 flash players has been blocked by Apple. Because in order to put a flash players into the iPad 2 is very easy. It's like a blink of an eye. But if you imagine if the iPad 2 does support Flash, if it has a USB port, no one will buy the Macbook Air's 11-inch. For instance, I mentioned millions of times, if the iPod Touch has a good camera, if the iPod Touch has 2 million pixel or 5 million pixel camera with Flash, no one will buy the iPhone 4. It's not about flash players, it's about the games, it's about commercial, it's about marketing. Okay? If you are in desperate need for flash players on your iPad, well, if you are my brother, I would say you should buy the MacBook Air 11-inch. Okay? But if you really want the iPad 2, you have 3 options now. First, there is a web browser called Skyfire. Okay, Skyfire. It's a web browser. But if you search on the internet, you'll find a large number of complaints over this one. Sometimes it doesn't work. Secondly, there's an application called Cloud Browse. Okay, Cloud Browse, available on the iTunes App Store. But lots of people hate this one because the developer of this app always increase the price. So they're too greedy. And also it doesn't work sometimes as well. And lastly, there's a jailbreaks application. This one called Smokescreen. But you know that if we jailbreak our iPads or iPhone or iPod Touch, it's pretty much like when we were running the parallel desktops on our Mac. So your iPad has to work twice. So it's kind of like we run 2 OS at the same time simultaneously. So if it drains batteries, you can't turn it off. And it's not good for your iPad. It runs slower. So the verdict is, well, you got more than 300,000 apps available in the world that they were tailored to fit the iPad and iPhones. Okay, so if you really need Flash, I would suggest you should buy the MacBook Air's 11-inch, or you go for Samsung Galaxy or Motorola Playbooks or whatsoever. BlackBerry, Motorola Zoom, whatever. Just forget about the iPad. So that's the thing. That's my verdict. Because if the iPad runs Flash, who is going to buy the MacBook Air's 11-inch? You don't need, economic professor from Stanford to answer this question. 3-year-old kids can answer this question. Thanks for watching. You know what? Sometime when I got drunk, like drinking wine, some great ideas came into my mind. If you are so serious about playing Flash, I don't know, but we have 2 different kind of life. The life on the road and the life at homes or office. I have one question for you. Do you really need it that bad? This is a very important question because every homes in the world, I think, for instance, like your house, you must have your primary computer located at home, right? You have your computer at home. So if you want to play Facebook games or if you want to, watch flash videos, you can do it at home. But on the road, well, we must have a place to work. At works, we got computer. So like, okay, on a bus or at the subway, on the trains to your works on the bus, while you're driving. Of course, you can't play fast while you are driving. So you really need to watch any of those videos that bad on the road. Okay, you know what? I've been working for technology companies for almost 10 years. I am not a kind of person that gotta do things on the road all the time. I got sick of this thing. And like for instance, people say things like, "Well, Mark, if I go to the beach or if I go to the forest and if I put a camps right over there, you know what? If you want to just pull out your iPad and then enjoy your flash videos on YouTube or play farm reels on Facebook using Flash Player, I think that's idiot. That's stupid. Because you go to the beach, why don't you just enjoy the beach? Go to the beach, enjoy the seas and everything. You don't have to drive to the beach or fly to the beach to play Flash on your iPad. You can just stay at home, turn on air condition and enjoy it on your primary computer. Or you might say, Mark, I go on camping. I go to the forest. Fuck. You got to the forest. Why don't you enjoy the forest? Okay? Why don't you enjoy the birds and you enjoy the other thing, the forest, and the sightseeing, the view of that forest? Enjoy the waterfall in the forest. Okay? You don't have to bring your iPad there. Okay? So, well, that's the thing that I want to talk about.